Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be Shop My Stash for the next 2 weeks. If you enjoyed this video or you enjoy Shop My Stash videos, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Let's go ahead and get into it. There's a couple things I did declutter one item, and I'll tell you about it, and then I will have another declutter. But let's go ahead and get started. I'll get started with the powders that I had in here. We'll talk about everything else, and then we'll go ahead and go through the new makeup drawer, pick up some new items, and then, you know, older items from my stash, and then we'll do swatches at the end. For powders, the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass. This guy is amazing. I do really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. I did use this MAC Mineralize Skin Finish powder as a setting powder. This time around, I didn't choose it as a finishing powder, and I think I like it better that way. I'm gonna keep using it as a setting powder. The CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder, and this is in the shade 120 Fair. I do really like this guy to set all over my face as well. And now here's the one powder that I was like, okay, I don't understand it. I'm not so sure if I enjoy it, I don't know. This was the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I think this is gonna go into my chopping block products. I am putting these products onto the side until I get the chance to actually film the video and just dedicate a week or so to just trying them. For now, I think it's gonna go in there because I don't know if I don't know. I felt like my makeup did not look the best when I used it, but who knows. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that guy out. It might be a possible declutter at some point. Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Oh, this guy is so pretty. I kind of don't want to pull it out, but I will because, you know, it's been here for a while. I love the huge mirror in here as well. I do use it when I put my makeup on sometimes, and this is in the shade 2. I do really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that guy out. Bare Minerals Loose Bronzer in Warmth. I do love that guy as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. I have a bronzer in that one palette. Was that it for bronzers? I barely had any bronzers this time. I feel like, yeah, I guess that was it. Just the 2 bronzers. Weird. I always have a ton, but I don't think I had something else that I just put away accidentally. Oh, there's this one. Okay, the Becca bronzer in Sunrise Waves. Yeah, Sunrise Waves. I do really like it. I don't think that this is available anymore anyways, so I wouldn't be able to like pick up a backup. But yeah, it's gonna be sad when Becca's no longer available. For highlights, okay, here's the one product that I did declutter. It was by The Balm, and it was the shade Bonnie Lou highlighter. It's so pretty, but I just do not have the skin tone for it. I don't. It's too dark on me, and it did not look very flattering. So I decluttered that. By MAC, this is the Aladdin Highlighter, and this is One Jump Ahead. Always One Jump Ahead. Yes, oh, I love this thing. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. By Mario, this is the shade Citrine. Again, this is so pretty. This is such a unique product. Again, to me, this is very much like those Fenty highlighters. I find that's very similar to it. I did use it kind of like a highlight topper. I did use it on my eyelids one day where I just had very simple eye look, just like a deepening in the crease, and then I just used this all over the lid. It's really pretty. I do like it. I am gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then one more highlighter in here is the K-Voss Fairy Dust highlighter, and the shade is Moonlight. I did have to use like a stiff brush to be able to apply this thing. It is a little bit on the icy side, so like I have to be in the mood for like bam in your face highlight, but it's pretty once it's blended in. For blushes, I did have a couple. I had the Patrick Ta blush duo, and this is the shade She's So LA, the cream and the powder. I did use this more as like a bronzer blush combination. I didn't use a bronzer and a blush. I just used this guy. I do really like it. I do really like the shade. It's very unique. And by Glossier, I had the Cloud Paint, and the shade is Beam. This is so pretty. I absolutely love it. Now I get the hype about it. It's so easy to use, really easy to blend, and it looks just so healthy on the skin. I did have a blush palette, and this is by Jouer, and this is, well, the blush palette. I don't know. I feel like I want to declutter this thing. I don't feel like, okay, this color is way too much for me. But I can't use it, basically. I did really like this one, and probably I would hold on to it because of this shade, because I don't have this shade anywhere else in my collection, like nowhere. But this one mixed with this, it looked so pretty. But this one, I did not like. I felt like my skin looked bruised a little bit. I do have more of a, like a warmer undertone. Neutral is typically what I reach for. But when I used this, I felt like I looked bruised. For now, it's gonna go back into the collection. And then the other face products in here was the Ofra palette, and this is the Toasted Cashmere palette. A blush in the shade is Cheer, Rodeo Draw for highlight, and just a matte bronzer. I do really like this. I did get some use out of it. The highlight is just, I mean, it's beautiful. It's Rodeo Drive. The blush, it's really, really pretty. And then the bronzer, it would be better if I was a little bit tanner, but it worked okay. Now for the eyeshadow palettes, I'm gonna go ahead and pull all three out because I'm sick and tired of looking at all three of them. Oh, the NARS palette. This is the Extreme Effects. Oh my god, this was so pretty. The formula is like amazing. It's so buttery, so creamy. I think I used every single shade that was in this palette, or is in this palette. Yep, I used every single shade in here. It was so pretty, so easy to use as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. My singles from Makeup Geek, I think I used every single one except this shade. This is the only shade that I still haven't reached for, but I'm ready to go ahead and put this palette back. And then my Urban Decay, the Naked Honey. I love this thing. I love this palette. It's just like, it speaks to me. I did do a look with these, all four. I did a look with these over here. Deepened it a little bit with this one. I used every single one in here. I think the only shade I didn't use was the shade Sweet, but I'm okay with this. I'm gonna go ahead and put it away. All right, let's move right along to eyeliners. This is the one that I pulled in last time. This guy by ColourPop. I did try to use it in the waterline. It wasn't a very good idea. It didn't stay very well, but smudging it on the top lash line, it was pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. For concealers, yeah, I had to pull out that little sponge part of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I just hate that thing, and I find that it gets so dirty and messy everywhere. So I am gonna go ahead and pull that out. I'm also pulling out the Dose of Colors concealer. I'm really glad I got some more use out of it, and actually one of the days I did pull out my Dose of Colors foundation, Meet Your Hue, and I did like a full coverage look with this one and that foundation. So I am gonna go ahead and pull that guy out. For lip products, I am pulling, okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with this one is coming out, this one is coming out, this one is coming out. Oh, and there were two more in my purse because I just grabbed them to go. This one is coming out. Actually, no, this is not coming out. It's in a project. But this one is coming out. This Dose of Color one is coming out. I think all of them are coming out. I did use all of them. Maybe I didn't choose this pure one. Yeah, I'll keep the pure, but everything else is coming out. Okay, here's the foundation that's getting decluttered. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. This expired about a year ago, and I was like, do I even want to risk it? Do I even want to try it on my face? What do I want to do? I used it one day. It looked absolutely beautiful, but it did not last on my skin too long, and the shade is just a little bit off. It's too light for me. I am gonna go ahead and declutter it. I feel like if it expired, it's time for it to go. I'm okay with letting it go. I have plenty of other foundations. Is it something I would repurchase in the future? Probably not. I think I would try something else, but I am gonna go ahead and declutter that. The other two foundations that I had in here, I had the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's beautiful. It's full coverage, stay in place all day kind of thing. I do really like it. And then the Flower Beauty Get Real, the serum foundation, I used it a couple different times. One time I used it just by itself. I just used a brush and I buffed it into the skin, very light coverage. I did not like it that way because I was able to see like the streak marks of the brush. Then I had to go in with a beauty blender and basically took most of the coverage out. The other way that I did really like it is when I used it mixed in with other foundation. Like if I wanted to thin out a different foundation, it looked really, really good. This guy is gonna come out as well. I will try it again with just a brush and see if I can get it to work, because I think it could have been the primer under it. Like I used this primer under it, which is kind of like silicone-y. I feel like foundation will slip right off. So it could be the primer that made it kind of like slide off, didn't apply very nice with the brush. But mixed in with another foundation, I was really happy with it. So I do want to try it, try to make it work just by itself. Touch and Soul No Pore Bloom Primer. This is, I mean, I keep going back and forth between like with these types of primers. This is not super silicone-y, but it still like has that slippery feel to it. I sort of prefer a primer that's a little bit tacky or just super moisturizing more than like that super silky feel. I am gonna go ahead and hold on to it for a little bit longer, just try and use it a little bit more before I before it bites the dust or Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. I had forgot that this one, even though it does not say glowy, it actually gives a very glowy look to the face, like super glowy. So one day I did my makeup and I just sprayed this guy all over my face and I looked oily. I did not like that very much, but on the other days I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. So when I use it on other days, I was a little bit more mindful of that. I just did not use as much. I haven't tried it as a primer mist. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try it as a primer mist at some point. Not right now, but I don't have much left in here. Well, I have 2/3 of the bottle left. Well, it's okay. Well, I was gonna say maybe it's time to put it in a project. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything away, and then let's go ahead and shop my stash for new items to use. We'll start with the new makeup drawer and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the new makeup drawer. If you watched my February low buy update, you would have seen most of the stuff that's in here. I did talk about all the purchases I made in the month of February. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm gonna pull in is definitely the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush face palette. And this is in the shade Daria, 01 Daria. Cannot wait to play with this. For foundation, I am gonna pull in the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. This is gonna be half off during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I sure hope that I have the right shade. If I don't have the right shade, I am gonna pick up a different shade. This is in the shade MN3. That's why I do want to pull it in. I want to play with it and hopefully it'll be a good match. So I'm gonna pull that guy in for foundation. I think that's it for foundation, though. I'm not gonna pull in a different foundation. For eyeshadow palettes, I'm gonna go a little bit. I mean, yeah. Okay. Persona for sure. I've wanted this Identity 2 palette for the longest time. I finally have it and it's not damaged. Well, one shade was damaged, but I was able to fix it. 2 shades were damaged. I was able to fix them. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that guy in. I think I'm going to pull in 2 eyeshadow palettes, you guys, this time, because there's a lot of eyeshadow palettes in here that they just need, I need to use them, and then I'm going to go ahead and put them in their rightful places. I think the other one that I'm going to pull in is the MAC Art Library. This is the nude palette. So this will be like my neutrals. This has some pops of color. I think that will be good. And then we'll randomly select another eyeshadow palette from the stash. This guy will have its day. Its day will come. Let's go ahead and pull in this Cover FX lip. It's a liquid lip, and this is in the shade Warm Honey. I'm gonna do that one. I do want to pull in, I think I'm going to pull in this MAC lipstick in the shade is Chili. I'm going to do this guy. I do want to pull in one of those Tower 28 lip products because I just like having a lip gloss just handy. I'm going to throw this box out. I think I will pull in, let's do this one, the orangey shade one, because, well, why not? So let's do this guy. I'm pulling quite a bit from here, but that's okay. Okay, I did my back to MAC. I don't like how this just does not fit very nicely in here. Okay, let's do that. That's better. I went to the mall last weekend, and then I had some MAC products that I took back, and I had some other MAC products already like in my account, so I picked up this guy. You can't swatch anything now by hand, so I had to swatch it on a tissue. So I washed it with a tissue, and then I put it on my hand. It looked really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it in this time. This is in the shade I Like to Watch. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it in. I do want to try it. I want to see how it works. I think that's it from new makeup drawer. That was a lot. But yeah, that's it. I think that's it from here. I have 1, 2, 3 lip products. Maybe we'll pull in 2 or 3 more lip products, and then we'll do some primers and setting mists. Okay, for lip products, let's see. I think I am gonna go ahead and pull in. I want to pull in one of these. For some reason I thought I had 3 Kylie lipsticks, but I guess I have only 2. The reason I'm pulling in these 2 because Ulta recently had their like a gift with purchase, and it was 4 Kylie lipsticks, and of course 2 of the shades that I got where I already had in my stash. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them in. I think I'm gonna put the other 2 in a giveaway, or maybe try and sell them on Poshmark if you're interested. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pull in, which one do I want to do, Boss, or do I want to do Madeline? Oh, this guy's so pretty. I thought I had one more. I'm gonna do Boss. Doesn't look like I've used it, so let's pull in the shade Boss. Let's see. So I have 2 bullet lipsticks, 1 lip gloss, 1 liquid lip. Let's do a lip gloss, another lip gloss maybe. I was just trying to see like where is that other Kylie lipstick, unless like I decluttered it by mistake. I could have. I don't know. Okay, I give up. Let's try to pull in another lip gloss, because they're just, again, super easy to use. I think I'm gonna go with, I did really like this Shiseido one. There's not much in here, but my friend Mariella sent me this, and I still haven't tried it out yet. This guy. This is so awkward in here. Not enough room. This is by is it Kaleidos? Yeah, and this is a Lucid Lip. I haven't tried it. I think it's a lip gloss. Oh yeah. Ooh, let's try this guy. I don't know why I smelled it, but I smelled it. I'm gonna pull that guy in, and then let's get one more lip product, I think. Yeah, one more. Okay, for another lip product, I am gonna go with, do I want a red? A liquid lipstick? A red liquid lip? Or do I want, yeah, I'm gonna do red, and I'm gonna do, this guy was so pretty, and I feel like this one. Giorgio Armani? Or do I want to do a nude? You know, I haven't used this one in a while and I do really like it. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints. I gotta see if this guy went bad or not because this is old. Okay, still smells good. Might be a little, is it a little dried out? No, but I love this thing. I don't know if they still sell them. If they do sell them, I'm definitely buying a backup. So I'm going to pull in this guy. Now let's go ahead and get a primer. Okay, for a primer, my skin has been so unbelievably dry lately. So what I did pull in this guy one day. I had to. And then the Bobbi Brown, the Vitamin Enrich. My God, this was a lifesaver. I feel like maybe I do want to pull it in, but I'm also going to pull in something else because my skin was so dry. So I'm going to pull this guy in. And I do want to pull in one more product. I think I'm going to try the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It's been a long time since I used it. I think I used it when it first came out and then I haven't reached for it since then. I am going to pull it out. I think I still have some primers in my project pan, so they should work with that foundation, kind of like more hydrating primers or like not thick consistency primers, but I think this will be okay with the Bobbi Brown for this time around. Let's get some setting sprays. Okay, for a setting spray, I think, what am I gonna go with? What will I do this time around? I think maybe I will go with, should we do, oh, I love this CoverGirl one. Yeah, I'm gonna do CoverGirl Look Lockup. This guy's amazing. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this guy. Let's do it. Now we're gonna randomly roll for an older eyeshadow palette from my collection. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna randomly select from 2 to 71, generate number 52. Let's see, what is number 52? 52 is by UOMA Beauty. That's the only one I have from UOMA. My God, the new one they're coming out with. Oh, the Coming to America too. Oh, it's so pretty. All three of them are so pretty. I have the Black Magic, which I do really like. I think it has very unique shades. It reminds me a little bit of the Subculture palette, and I do really like it. So I'm excited. I'm really happy with this choice. I think that's it. 3 eyeshadow palettes. So I think I'll be good to go. Let's go ahead and pull in another foundation and some concealers. Okay, for a foundation and concealers, what do we want to play with this time around? Maybe I want to try one of these little minis. Let's see, what do we have? We have a couple of minis. Come on out, guys. Come on out to play. Let's see. Poreless. I know I really like this guy and I know I've used it. Put it back. Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. Makeup Forever. Idol. I don't know if this is a good shade. And this expires on December 2021. I should try it before it expires. I'm gonna pull that guy in. It's weird that it has an expiration date. This guy doesn't. The Poreless did, but I know this is because it's mainly an SPF. Yeah, SPF 30. So, but this is not until next year, 2022. I think I'm gonna try this Idol, Tint Idol. This is the shade 220. It was an impossible thing to do to find my actual shade in this foundation. This was like a free sample that I received. So I am gonna go ahead and try it. And then if this one and the Pure did not work for me, the shades were too off, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a different foundation. But for now, I'm just gonna try and just roll with these two. For concealers, I don't know what to bring in, honestly. I think I'm gonna try, I do want to try this guy as an under eye corrector. This is the under eye corrector. Yeah, this is the Peach Corrector. So I am gonna pull in the Peach Corrector by LA Girl, because I want to know, do I have an option if I run out of my Becca. So I'm gonna pull this guy in, and then I do want to pull in this concealer as well. I remember maybe it was a little bit too dark, but I don't know. This is by Clinique, and this is gonna be half off again during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I remember I really like the formula. This is in the shade WN30 Biscuit. It might be a little bit dark, but with the foundations that I have, I should be okay. Maybe it's time for me to apply some self tanner and make it work this week, those next 2 weeks. That's technically one concealer. Let's get one more. Technically only one concealer. Should I do it? Dare I do it? I haven't reached for a Tarte Shape Tape in ages. I'm gonna do it, and I have the shade light medium. Tarte Shape Tape will be on sale as well, and now they have the Ultra Creamy. I think the Ultra Creamy is gonna be on sale as well for half off during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. Here you go, recap of that event happening. Powders. I bet you didn't know that you were gonna get the news on what's gonna be on Ulta sale while watching this this video today. You're welcome. Just trying to recommend things that I do like, you guys. Powders. Powders has been like a category that I'm just like, I either love it or hate it. I'm gonna pull in the Flower Beauty Light Illusion because I remember loving this one. Or did I have it recently? Probably had it recently. I need to start keeping track. Let's do the Halo, e.l.f. Halo Glow. It's been out for about a year. It's time to do it. I think I'm gonna pull in Laura Mercier, the Glow, Translucent Glow, to use as a finishing powder this time. Now Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics is at Ulta, and she has one powder that is supposed to be kind of like a finishing powder. Oh, I want it so badly. But the shade that I want is sold out, of course. So finishing powder, setting powder. Let's do, what else? Which other powder? Do I want a pressed powder this time around? I'm not dark enough to pull this guy in, the Pat McGrath one for under my eyes. But let's, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and try the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. What shade is this? Have a shade. This is just the original Mineral Veil. Again, it's gonna be on sale, and I want to see. Not that I'm gonna pick up another one, but I remember it was kind of peachy when I used it last. What else do I have? We have Kat Von D, e.l.f., Hourglass, Little Mini. Nothing that exciting. Do you guys ever like get excited about powder, I guess? I know I really like the Nikia Joy one, but I pulled in 2 loose powders. Oh, this is Hailey's Beauty is really good too. No, Nikia Joy is really good as well. I think I'm gonna try the Mineral Veil. I wanna see what I think about it. This one, oh, the Rimmel Stay Matte. Ooh, it's been a long time. No, I'm gonna try this guy. I want pressed powder. No, that's it. Rania, put your foot down. This is it. I'm getting these 3 powders. I'm gonna pull those in. I do have a face palette, so we don't need to get another one. Let's do bronzers. We have no bronzers. We haven't picked any bronzers yet, so let's pull in some bronzers. Alrighty, for bronzers, what do we want to play with? I think I'm gonna pull in Kimchi Cheek. This is the Taylor bronzer. I went to Waikiki. Maybe I want to do this one. I also could pull in, I just used these. Let's try, what's this one? This is the Aladdin one, Your Wish is My Command. And this is Bayana. Which one do I want to pull in? I think I'm gonna do Biana. It's been a long time. I'm gonna do that guy. And I want to do the cream sheet. No, I haven't done the whole rotation yet. I think I want to do, okay, I have this thing and I've never pulled it in. Chocolate Soleil, Sun Bunny. I do like this guy as a highlighter. Just like going into individual spots. I think I'm gonna pull this guy in. I know I really like Chocolate Soleil, and I know I really like Sun Bunny. I thought I had Sun Bunny as an individual. Maybe I decluttered it because I had it in the palette. I'm gonna pull this this bronzer palette, the Bonjour Soleil Summer Bronzing Wardrobe. I'm gonna pull that guy in. I think that gives me plenty of options for bronzers. So let's go ahead and pull in blush. Yeah, let's do blush. Okay, so since we pulled in the Pearl Collection bronzer by MAC, I'm gonna pull in the Pearl Collection blush by MAC. Again, I've said it previously, but when I ordered this, it came completely damaged. I just repressed it. So this, I'm gonna pull in this blush. I think there's 2 blushes in the Natasha Denona palette, I think. And let's see, which other one do would I like to pull in? Bobbi Brown. This guy is so pretty, but those are like the same shades. Maybe we should do this guy, the Too Faced I Will Always Love You Love Blush. Ooh, I love this guy, and I have a nice dip in it. I'm gonna do this guy. I think that's it for blush. 2 blushes because I have that palette. But I like options. Let's get one more option. You know what I really, I know. I was gonna say, you know what I really like? I really like that Melt blush. So let me pull in that Melt blush, but I know I really like it, so why do I gotta keep pulling it in? I think I'm gonna do this Gen Nude in Pink Me Up. Yeah, I'm gonna do this guy. Okay, now let's get highlighters. For highlighters, what do we want to play with? I was considering, oh no, oh darn, oh bummer, oh darn it. It's okay, I gotta pull this out anyways because I'm gonna have to fix this guy. Oh, I hate when stuff like that happens. Now this is by The Balm, and this is Worth the Wait. It's so pretty. I made a big mess. Need to clean that up. I don't know which one is this. Oh, this is Sugar Champagne Champion. Okay. This is by Pure Game Shattered. I repressed it, and this is I think I'm also gonna pull in this Tarte Blood highlight. This is in the shade Sparkler. I swatched it the other day. Sometimes I just like to open my makeup drawers and swatch things, and I felt like it was a little too dark, so I am gonna pull it in and see what I think about it. But other than that, I think I have plenty of options. There's 4 in that one, you know, the one palette, and then there's some in the face palette by Natasha Denona. Alright you guys, I went ahead and put everything back into the drawer, and let's just go through it real quick. We'll do swatches of the eyeshadows and lip products and cheek products. For powders, as a finishing powder, I pulled in the Laura Mercier Translucent Glow Powder. I do really like this guy. It's a little too blinding, so I have to be very strategic on where I place this powder. That's why I like it as a finishing powder, not a setting powder. For a regular setting powder, I pulled in the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and I think this is in the shade, yeah, this is in the shade Light. Remember, this was pretty nice. For under the eye, I'm gonna try the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. It did look a little bit peachy, so I think using it under the eye might be a good thing to do, to just kind of like cancel out dark circles. Okay, moving right along. Yeah, okay. For, I don't know, one of these is a bronzer and one of these is a blush. Which one is this? This is the blush. Let's do the bronzer first. So here's the bronzer. This is the Bayana bronze, and this is by MAC. Just do a little swatch of this guy. This is definitely on the deeper side, but it's not so deep where I would really need to be tan. So there's this one. It's a matte bronzer. I do really like the formula of these. The other bronzers that I pulled in are in this Too Faced Bonjour Soleil palette. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is Sun Bunny, which I normally would swirl my brush into both shades. And this I do use more of a highlight. We'll do a swatch of it in a second. So here's the Milk Soleil. And here's Sun Bunny. Sun Bunny is definitely more on the glowy summer kind of a bronzer. I do really like it because it gives that healthy glow. I can go heavy-handed on the more of the matte side, or I can go more on the shimmery side, which is the shimmery side is the one on the bottom and the matte is more on top. It's not really matte, it's more of a satin finish. So here, that's a swatch of that one. Let's do a swatch of the Snow Bunny. Again, I do like this as a highlight. Swirling all 4 shades together gives a really beautiful glow. There it is. Let's try it one more time. I did hit pan on one of these previously. I had one of them. I don't know where I got it from, but I had one of them, and it was I did hit pan on it. I did really enjoy it a lot. Depends on like the time of the year. I could go more on the bottom side if I want more of a lighter color, lighter highlight, you know. So I like that. I like that you can customize it that way. Technically, you can customize it. So that's it for bronzers. Let's do blushes. This is the Mother of Pearl blush. I need to repress it again. It's so pretty. It's such a beautiful, glowy, so pretty. Like, yeah, I can see the pearliness of it. I wish it looked like, you know, I wish it wasn't shattered, because the actual product itself looked really beautiful, but it's shattered. I mix all the shades together. Too Faced I Will Always Love You. Yes, this is I Will Always Love You. This is such a really, really nice blush. It's one of my favorites, actually. Look at that shade. It's just so healthy looking. And then by Bare Minerals, this is the Gen Nude blush, and the shade is Pink Me Up. I really like the formula of these. It's so buttery, so creamy. This looks pretty healthy on the skin as well. It's just like a bright shade. It's not too pinky where it would be hard for me to wear it. I'm not on a, you know, I'm not a cool undertone, but I can wear this guy. So there's that one. I do have blushes in the Natasha Denona palette, which we will get into in a second. Here's the one highlighter by Tarte. This is the shade Sparkler. I think this might be a little too dark for me. And now I can't open it. Okay, here we go. Here is this guy. I think this might be too dark for me. You know, like I need to be tanner for it, or it's meant for someone with a deeper skin tone, but it looks really pretty. It's not as dark as I remember it being. Interesting. This is a primer. I'm gonna move it out of the way. The other highlights, I know my palette is, I need to repress these. I think I'm gonna end up repressing this and this. This is Mary Lou. This is by Pure, the one highlight that Pure has. This is by The Balm. I don't want to try and pick it up because yesterday, yeah, today's the next day already. It broke on me. I think it's like worth the wait, I think. And this is by Sugar. This is like Champagne Champion. Yes, I remember them. And this is what happens when you wear long sleeve and you try to do swatches. So here's the balm, worth the wait. This is the pure highlighter. It says blinding. This is, I think this is Mary Lou, or maybe this is Mary Lou. One of these is Mary Lou. I want to say this one is Mary Lou and this is the sugar one. Yep, got it right. This is Sugar Champagne Champion. This is Mary Lou. Really pretty. This one worth the wait. I think it's supposed to be a blush topper. So I'm gonna have to try it as a blush topper, not as a highlight. It looks too pink to be, you know, for my skin tone, I guess. So here they are. I'm so excited. I like having this kind of variety. I guess, yeah, it would be really pretty as a blush topper, like this, and this. That's a really nice combo right there. I need to repress it. Maybe I'll repress it and put it in one of my blush palettes. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the Natasha Denona palette. This is new to me, but it's been out for a really long time. I picked it up from BoxyCharm, like the Boxy pop-up sale. So here she is. It's so pretty. And this is the Daria. I think there was Daria. Why do I want to say citrine? It's probably not citrine, but diamond powder. This reminds me a lot of the Fenty, you know, like those glosses things. Oh, yes. Yeah, I love these as a highlight, you know, like just a highlight topper. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Now that hold on, I wonder if these are the same shades. This is the Diamond and Glow by Natasha Denona as well. No, the topper looks like it might be the same one, but this is not. This is Diamond Powder and a Dual Glow. I don't know why I wanted to go ahead and swatch this guy, but I do. No, this is a powder. Okay, probably not the same thing, but anyways, I just wanted to compare because I had that one. I was like, oh man, I haven't used it in a while. All right, Diamond Powder. Powder blush and a glow extreme is what she calls it. Oh, formula is kind of dry on that guy. I might have to use a stiff brush for it. Okay, here we are. For it being kind of like on dry swatching, touching it, looks really pretty. The blush is so stunning. It has that like golden kind of like shift to it. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, now let's do the cream ones. One is Diamond, Cream Blush, and a Dual Glow. I have a feeling this is the same Dual Glow. If it is the same Dual Glow, I'm gonna have to get rid of that little mini one, because I don't need both of them in a... Okay, so there's that Dual Glow. I think it might be the same one. Here's that cream blush. Ooh, that's pretty. And then here's that cream highlight. Okay, let's swatch this guy next to the other one. It is the same one. I think I'm gonna have to pass this on to my niece maybe. It is the same color. I don't need enough full size and a mini. I'll probably pass this on to my niece. All right, you guys, next up is gonna be eyeshadows. I do have 3 eyeshadow palettes in here for this time around. I do have the one by MAC, and this is the Art Library, the nude model. Should be all, yeah, it's all nudes basically, mainly nudes. We're just gonna do a couple swatches of this one. I just want to do maybe this guy, this one. How about we do this mustardy looking one? Ooh, pretty. Trying to think. I don't think I've ever used a full palette from MAC, have I? I've used mainly like their singles. Oh wait, I did have one palette by MAC. It was the Queen, what is it called? It's like that Queen something. Do I still have it? I have no idea, but there it is. I'm excited to use this palette. And then I do have one single by MAC, the one that I picked up when I did my back to MAC. So let's swatch that guy real quick. Oh, I almost dropped it. This is in the shade I like to watch, and this is a Dazzle Shadow. When I went to the MAC store, you know, you can't swatch anything by hand. So what they said is like, oh, you can use a tissue, swatch it with a tissue. So I swatched it with a tissue, and then like I tried to apply it on my hand from the tissue. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Oh wow, that is a beautiful shade. Yeah, definitely looks more intense this way than swatching it from a tissue. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm so excited for this guy. I think he'll look really good with all those nudes too. So that's the MAC palette. The other palette that I have is the Persona Identity 2 palette. When I placed the order from Ulta, the first one that they sent me was just completely shattered. It was like beyond repair. So they sent me a replacement, and these two were out of place. So I had to just push them back in place. But I did not want to have to throw out another palette, basically. Do you want to do a couple of those swatches? Oh, this is so pretty. Here we go. Wow, okay. And then this has been on my wish list for a long time. I do love the first, like the Identity 1 palette. I absolutely love that palette. So finally have this one too. I'm gonna do a couple more swatches, but I need to clean my hands a little. Let's do, I want to do this one. I always appreciate a black in a palette. Oh, that's buttery. And then let's do Brave. Okay. Woo. Nice. I feel like the matte is a lot more buttery than the MAC one. The matte's in this one, but like, you know, might apply differently. The MAC ones might apply differently with a brush than they did swatched. And then the UOMA palette, this is the, I think this is the Allure palette. I don't know. I always have a hard time remembering the name. But let's do Divine. Let's do Lady of Gold. Looks like this needs a little bit of builder. I'm gonna do Love and Opulence. This one reminds me a lot of the Subculture palette, which I personally love. Ooh, here we are. Ooh, that's a pretty one. So pretty. There it is. Alrighty, so that's it for eyeshadow palettes. I am really interested in the new UOMA palette, the Coming to America one. Ooh, I want that badly. So here's this one. And let's talk about complexion products. I pulled in for foundation the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. This is in the shade MN3. I think maybe it'll be a good shade for me. Looks like it's just, again, ooh, boy, looks a little settled, needs a little shaking. And the other foundation that I pulled in is the Tint Idole. And this is the shade 220 Buff. I have a feeling this is gonna be too light. Oh boy, yeah, that's too light. Definitely light. Have to use some darkening drops or something, because that is just, oh yeah, that's too light. Well, anyway, if it doesn't work for me, I might just go ahead and declutter. I don't want to hold on to foundations that are just way too wrong, you know, shade-wise for me. Who knows? Maybe mixing it with this one will be okay. CoverGirl Look Lockup for a setting spray. For primers, I pulled in two. I pulled in the Bobbi Brown, the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I do love this guy as a primer, moisturizer kind of thing, especially when my skin was so dry like last week. This guy is rich and it smells amazing. And then the other primer that I pulled in is the original e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've used this one before and I know I do really like it. It reminds me a lot of the Tatcha primer, the silk canvas primer, like the putty one. It reminds me a lot of that one. It's yeah, it's a good primer. I do like it. I don't know why I'm swatching a primer, but look, it's so like blurring and it fills in like all the spots. Could you tell? I can. Okay, anyways, so I'm excited to get some more use out of this guy. For concealers, I pulled in a corrector, under eye corrector, and this is the Peach Corrector by LA Girl. I just want to make sure that, you know, I will have an option without having to buy a backup of the Becca under eye brightener. So hopefully this guy will work. I pulled in two concealers. I pulled in this Clinique one. I think this might be a little dark for me still, but I think the foundation is a little dark this time around. So maybe this will be okay with that foundation. Otherwise, I need to start using some self-tanner. And then the other concealer that I pulled in is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Light Medium. I think I would, like, if Light Sand is the one that I used up last year. I think the Light Medium, it's not exact shade match, but it doesn't have to be. It's very brightening. Oh gosh, yeah, that's very brightening. So I can always conceal with the Clinique. Oh my gosh, look at that coverage. Oh, it's been a long time since I used this guy. Okay, so yeah, I think the Clinique might be too dark, but it's gonna be on sale during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. And I remember it was like the Clinique one is gonna be on sale during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and I remember like it was a nice one, but the shade was just too dark for me. Like I could tell it's dark. This is in the shade WN30 Biscuit. I hate their shade things because they label things so weird. And then lastly, we have lip products. I will go ahead and swatch these real quick. I do have the lip liner. This is in a project, but this is in the shade Tea Time. Tea Time, I think. What name is it? What shade? Yeah, Tea Time. And this is by Essence. It's a really nice lip liner. So here's the one. Let me do these swatches real quick. Cover FX. This is in the shade Warm Honey. This is the monochromatic, and this is a liquid lip. I wasn't sure at first. This is L'Oreal Infallible Paints, and the shade is Nude Star. I love this shade. I love the formula. There's hardly anything left in here. Like hardly anything. I used the crap out of this guy. I've had it for a few years now. I love it though. I might just try and finish it up and be done with it. If they have it still, I am gonna pick up a backup. By Kaleidos, this is the Lucid Lip. A really nice like lip topper. I like the sparkle in there. That's really, really pretty. Chili by MAC. I've had this guy for a little while. I haven't used it yet. Ooh, yes. This is more of a fall color though. Oh well. By Kylie, this is in the shade Boss. That's really pretty too. Oh wow. Okay, I haven't used this guy yet. And then the last two products, one is by Pure, and this is a liquid lip. The name is Twinsies. Smells so good. And then the last lip product is by Tower 28, and this is the shade Fire. I do love the formula of these. It's not a whole lot of pigmentation, but I just love the formula. So here we are. These are all the lippies I have for the next 2 weeks. So this is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Shop My Stash video. If you did, please make sure to go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.